Welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into some of the most daring and dangerous heists ever attempted. These are the stories of thieves who stole from the wrong cartel. Imagine risking it all for the ultimate prize: unimaginable wealth, power, and a life of luxury. But what if that prize came with a deadly price tag? What if the people you were stealing from were not just any ordinary criminals, but a ruthless cartel with a reputation for violence that echoed through the underworld? That's the reality these thieves faced when they decided to target the most dangerous organizations on Earth. They thought they could outsmart them, disappear with their loot, and live to spend it. They were wrong. Today we explore the consequences of biting off more than you can chew. The chilling stories of those who dared to steal from the wrong cartel. Our first story takes us to the heart of Mexico, where a group of seasoned criminals known as Los Halcones planned to pull off the unthinkable, stealing a massive shipment of cocaine from the Sinaloa cartel. Led by the cunning and ruthless El Jefe, Los Halcones were renowned for their meticulous planning and flawless execution. They spent months studying the cartel's movements, identifying weaknesses in their security, and bribing corrupt officials to gain inside information. Their target was a heavily guarded warehouse near the border, rumored to hold hundreds of kilos of cocaine. On a moonless night, Los Halcones infiltrated the warehouse with military precision. They disabled the surveillance systems, neutralized the guards, and vanished into the night with their illicit prize. The cartel, upon discovering the theft, flew into a rage. A manhunt of unprecedented scale was launched, spanning across borders and leaving a trail of blood in its wake. Los Halcones, initially celebrating their victory, soon realized the gravity of their actions. They were now marked men, hunted by both the law and the cartel's assassins. Their families were threatened, their safe houses compromised, their world closing in around them. One by one, members of Los Halcones met gruesome ends. El Jefe, however, remained elusive, his cunning and ruthlessness keeping him one step ahead of his pursuers. The stolen cocaine was never recovered, its whereabouts remaining a mystery to this day. Our second story features a daring thief named Miguel El Sombra Vargas, known for his agility and ability to slip through the tightest security measures undetected. Miguel worked for the notorious Gulf Cartel, handling their more delicate operations in the bustling metropolis of Mexico City. He was entrusted with moving large sums of money, acquiring weapons, and even eliminating rivals, all tasks he performed with chilling efficiency. However, Miguel harbored a dangerous secret. He was siphoning off a small percentage of every transaction, squirreling away a hidden fortune. He believed himself clever, his actions subtle enough to avoid detection. He dreamed of escaping the cartel's grip, disappearing to a tropical paradise with his ill-gotten gains. But greed, as it often does, proved to be his downfall. One day, a high-stakes deal involving a rival cartel went south. A significant amount of money, intended for a weapons purchase, vanished. Fingers were pointed, accusations flew, and suspicion quickly fell upon Miguel. The cartel boss, a ruthless man known simply as El Tigre, was not known for his patience or forgiveness. He summoned Miguel, his voice a low growl that sent shivers down the spines of even his most hardened lieutenants. Miguel, denying any involvement, swore his loyalty to El Tigre. But the evidence, carefully orchestrated by El Tigre himself, was damning. Desperate to save himself, Miguel offered to recover the missing money, pinning the blame on a rival within the cartel. El Tigre, amused by Miguel's desperation, seemingly agreed, giving him 24 hours to deliver. However, this was merely a cruel game for El Tigre. He had no intention of letting Miguel live, knowing that a double cross, even a suspected one, could never be tolerated. Our third story takes us to the sun-drenched streets of Miami, where the Colombian Cali cartel, once a dominant force in the cocaine trade, held sway. This is the story of Juan El Contador Perez, a trusted accountant within the cartel, responsible for managing their vast financial empire. Juan, a man of simple tastes and quiet ambitions, spent years meticulously tracking the cartel's illicit earnings, laundering money through shell corporations, and ensuring a steady flow of cash to fuel their operations. He witnessed firsthand the excesses of the cartel life, the unimaginable wealth, the casual brutality, the constant dance with death. But unlike his colleagues who reveled in the power and extravagance, Juan felt a growing unease. He yearned for a different life, one free from the constant fear and paranoia that permeated the cartel's existence. Over the years, Juan had carefully manipulated the cartel's financial records, diverting small sums into offshore accounts, creating a secret nest egg for his escape. He believed his actions were undetectable, lost amidst the vast sums the cartel handled daily. However, Juan underestimated the cartel's reach and the ruthlessness of its leader, a man known only as El Patron. El Patron, a cunning and paranoid man, kept a close watch on his inner circle, employing an army of informants and enforcers to maintain control. One day, a discrepancy in the cartel's accounts, a seemingly insignificant error, caught the attention of El Patron's most trusted lieutenant, a man known as El Cazador. El Cazador, suspecting an inside job, began a meticulous investigation, scrutinizing every transaction, every wire transfer, every movement of money within the cartel's vast financial network. He soon uncovered Juan's scheme, piecing together the trail of stolen funds. Juan, unaware that his carefully constructed world was crumbling around him, continued his routine, his heart pounding with each passing day. But El Cazador was closing in, his net tightening around Juan and his family. Our story takes us to the neon-lit streets of Los Angeles, where a crew of small-time thieves, led by the ambitious but reckless Danny Boy Miller, found themselves in a deadly game of mistaken identity. They were about to learn that in the world of organized crime, even a simple case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time could have fatal consequences. Danny Boy and his crew operated on the fringes of the city's criminal underworld, pulling off petty heists and boosting cars. They yearned for the big leagues, the kind of score that would cement their reputation. One night, their opportunity presented itself. A tip pointed them to a warehouse in the industrial district, rumored to be a stash house for a rival gang. The crew, fueled by greed and ambition, decided to take the risk. They meticulously studied the warehouse, noting security patrols and entry points. They were confident, their arrogance fueled by past successes. On the appointed night, they breached the warehouse with practiced ease, bypassing security cameras and disabling alarms. Inside, they found a treasure trove beyond their wildest dreams, duffel bags overflowing with cash, kilos of cocaine, and an arsenal of weapons. They celebrated their victory, their pockets bulging with cash. Little did they know that they had made a fatal error. The warehouse belonged not to a rival gang, but to the notorious Tijuana cartel. When news of the robbery reached the cartel's enforcer, El Diablo, his fury was unmatched. El Diablo's men fanned out, their search for the perpetrators relentless and brutal. They followed a trail of blood and fear until they finally closed in on Danny Boy and his crew. Our final story takes us to the heart of Brazil, where the notorious Primeiro Comando da Capital, PCC, one of the most powerful and organized criminal groups in the world, held sway. This is the story of the twins, Rafael and Ricardo Silva, identical brothers known for their ruthlessness and uncanny ability to work as one. The Silva twins operated as high-ranking members of the PCC, managing drug trafficking routes, orchestrating kidnappings, and eliminating rivals with chilling efficiency. They were feared and respected within the organization, their loyalty to the PCC unquestioned. However, beneath their unwavering dedication to the cartel, a dangerous desire festered, a yearning for freedom from the endless cycle of violence and paranoia. They dreamed of escaping Brazil's favelas, their pockets lined with the cartel's riches, to start anew in a distant land. Over the years, the twins had meticulously siphoned off a portion of the cartel's profits, funneling millions into offshore accounts, acquiring fake identities, and establishing escape routes. They believed their plan was foolproof, their escape imminent. But the PCC, a vast and intricate web of informants and enforcers, had eyes and ears everywhere. Their leader, a shadowy figure known only as O Comandante, was said to possess an almost supernatural ability to anticipate betrayal. One day, a careless mistake, a whispered conversation overheard, a suspicious transaction, the details hardly mattered, alerted O Comandante to the twins' treachery. His retribution was swift and brutal, a chilling reminder to all who dared betray the PCC. A team of the cartel's most ruthless assassins, led by a man known only as O Fantasma, descended upon the twins' hideout. A firefight erupted, the night air thick with the stench of gunpowder and blood. Ricardo, caught off guard, was gunned down, his body riddled with bullets. Raphael, fueled by adrenaline and grief, managed to fight his way out, escaping into the labyrinthine streets of the favela. He became a ghost, moving from safe house to safe house, his pursuers always one step behind. The PCC's resources seemed limitless, their reach extending to every corner of his world. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more thrilling stories. These stories of audacious heists and brutal consequences offer a glimpse into a world where loyalty is paramount, betrayal is punished without mercy, and the lines between right and wrong are blurred beyond recognition. Stay safe and see you next time.